The bank panel is your single financial dashboard. Every venue, every balance, every trade, every dollar in or out. 6 tabs cover everything: overview, performance, allocator, ledger, tax, and export, plus a per venue drill-in for the details on any single book. Press Alt+0 to open it from anywhere in the arena. Bank panel. Overview, the default tab. Each card is a venue with its current balance in native currency and converted to your reporting currency. Cards are sorted by balance, biggest first. The currency badge tells you what the venue holds natively: USDT, Euro, US dollar, pound. Conversion uses the FX rates you configured in global settings. A small amber dot on any card means the balance is below $100. A nudge to top up before that venue silently halts. Click any card to drill into the venue detail view. Click the CloudBit card. Venue detail view. Top of the panel summarizes balance, profit and loss, trade count, and win rate for this single venue. Below that, 3 subtabs: trades on the left, ledger in the middle, settings on the right, each one focused on the single book. Trades: every position fired on this venue, with the event title, the strategy that fired it, edge captured, stake size, P&L, status, and date. Includes a per venue CSV or JSON export at the bottom of the table. Ledger, manual deposit and withdrawal history scoped to this venue. The running total shows you what you have actually moved into the book over time, separate from automated trade P&L. Settings: the low balance threshold lives here. When this venue drops below the threshold, the system fires an email every 5 minutes until you top up. So your trading does not silently halt overnight because one venue ran dry. Click back. Click Performance. Performance, a per venue breakdown of how every venue performs as a sportsbook. Trades fired, profit and loss, ROI, win rate, average edge captured, and your current open exposure. Different from overview. 2 venues with the same balance can have very different return stories, and this is where you see the difference. Time range chips: 7 days, 30, 90, or all time. Useful for catching a venue that performed great early but has degraded recently as the book got tighter or your edge shrank. 7 days for short-term diagnostics. If you tightened your filters yesterday, the 7-day view tells you whether the change actually moved your numbers. All time for long-term truth. Variance washes out and real edge per venue surfaces. Paper versus real toggle. Toggle to see paper trade performance separately from real trade performance. Important detail: a strategy that wins in paper but loses in real is telling you something about execution lag or fill quality. The gap between paper and real per venue is the cleanest signal for whether a venue is fading on you. Real trailing paper by 10% means your fill quality is degrading. Every column is sortable. Click ROI to find your best venue per dollar staked. Click win rate to find the most reliable venue, regardless of size. Click exposure to see where your bankroll is concentrated right now. Sort by ROI and average edge together to find the highest quality venues. High ROI and high captured edge means the venue actually pays what the math promises. Click Ledger. Ledger, manual entries across every venue. Deposits in, withdrawals out, adjustments for fees you paid the venue or random corrections, and free text notes for anything else. Why bother with a ledger when balances update automatically? Because bank is the source of truth for every export and tax report downstream. Automated trade history captures profit and loss, but not the dollars you actually moved into and out of the book. Forget to log a deposit, and your tax export understates your cost basis. 5 seconds of typing here saves a headache in April. Add entry. Pick the venue from the drop-down, the type, deposit, withdrawal, adjustment, or note, the amount, and an optional description. Saved instantly. Currency auto-detects from the venue. Deposit on a euro venue stores euro, not US dollar. Stops your tax report from silently mixing currencies. Filter by venue or by entry type. Useful when you are looking for one specific transfer in a year of activity, or counting up only deposits to verify your cost basis. Each existing entry has edit and delete buttons on the right. Edit opens an inline form so you can fix the amount, type, or description. Delete removes it cleanly. Running totals at the bottom recompute on every change. Treat the ledger like a personal accountant log. The allocator and tax tabs both lean on this data, and they only work as well as the entries you keep here. Click Allocator. Allocator, bankroll allocation across your venues. Probably the most useful tab for serious bankroll management and one of the most frequent questions in our community. Each row is a venue with the current dollar balance, the current percentage of your total bankroll, your target percentage, the dollar drift between current and target, and a recommended action. Set targets opens an edit mode with sliders for each venue. The constraint: every slider must add up to 100%. The panel will not let you save a configuration that does not balance. The sum readout, next to save updates live as you drag, so you always know how far you are from the 100% constraint. The drift column is where the rebalance signal lives. Drift is current minus target. Positive numbers mean the venue holds too much, negative means too little. Anything beyond 5% in either direction is highlighted, amber for over, red for under. Drift exists because trade outcomes pull money around. Without an allocator, you end up with whatever distribution variance gives you, which is rarely what you wanted. The action column reads in plain English: move money in, move money out, or rebalance to, so you do not have to do mental arithmetic across the table. The column tells you exactly what to do for each venue, in dollar terms. And below the table, when drift is large enough on multiple venues, a rebalance suggestion card appears. Claw Arbs picks the cleanest move that brings the most venues back toward target with one transfer. Move $300 from this venue to that venue, click Mark as done, and ledger entries get written automatically on both sides. Mark as done is honest. It writes the ledger, but tells you the suggestion returns until live balances actually reflect the move at the venue. Bonus: inline Kelly suggestions appear right next to the max bet field on every strategy agent panel, capped by your venue balance. So your sizing recommendation tracks your bankroll automatically, no copy-paste between tabs. Click Tax. Tax, year-end summaries and exports. Pick a tax year and you get gross winnings, gross losses, net P&L, total fees paid, deposits in, withdrawals out, all in your reporting currency, plus a per venue breakdown. From version 0.5 forward, every real trade captures the FX rate at fire time. So the tax export uses the exact rate that applied on the day the trade fired, not yesterday's rate. Year selector. Pick the year you are filing for, or all time for the lifetime view. Currency selector next to it lets you pull the same data in US dollar, euro, or pound, whichever your accountant wants. Include paper trades is a checkbox for sanity check mode. Off by default because paper trades are not taxable. Useful if you want to verify that your real trade history matches what the system was modeling before relying on the tax export for filing. 6 summary cards at the top: gross winnings in green, gross losses in red, net P&L, fees paid, deposits, withdrawals, the kind of numbers your accountant actually needs. Gross winnings is the sum of every winning ticket, not net. In the United States, gambling income is taxed on gross winnings, with losses deducted separately. Your CP needs both numbers. Per venue breakdown below the summary: 1, lost, net, trade count, and an FX approximate column flagging any trades that fell back to current rate conversion because the historical rate was not available. 4 download formats. Generic CSV opens in any spreadsheet, ready for ad hoc analysis or your homemade tax software. Generic JSON for any tool that prefers structured data over rows. Form 8949 for U.S. capital gains, pre-formatted with the columns the IRS expects. Hand it directly to your CPA. Schedule 1 gambling income for the gambling income classification when prediction market contracts are treated that way. Same data, different layout. Tax season finally feels solvable. Standard disclaimer: data export for your accountant, not tax advice. Prediction market contracts can be treated as capital gains or gambling income depending on jurisdiction. Consult a CPA. Click Export. Export, the general-purpose download tab for trade history. Different shape from the tax export. This one is row per trade with all the metadata, not aggregated summaries. Filter by date range. Last 7 days, 30, 90, or 365. Plus an optional venue filter so you can pull just one book at a time. Empty venue means everything. 3 download options. Paper trades as CSV for spreadsheet work. Paper trades as JSON for any tool that prefers structured data. Balance snapshot as JSON, a current state dump of every venue's balance at this moment. Useful for ad hoc analysis, feeding your trades into your own spreadsheet model, or sharing with another tool. The CSV is wide. Every metadata field comes through. Bank in summary. 6 tabs. Overview for balances, performance for returns, allocator for bankroll discipline, ledger for the source of truth, tax for year-end paperwork, export for everything else. Bank is the financial spine of the app. If money happens, it shows up here. Keep the ledger honest, watch the allocator, and the rest takes care of itself. Close the panel. That is the bank panel end-to-end. 6 tabs, 1 drill-in view, every dollar accounted for. Next up, analytics, where closing line value, edge funnels, and post-mortems live. The diagnostics layer that tells you whether your strategies are actually working.